In this episode, prepare to see something wild. Our second destination in Africa was Kenya, but we didn't stay in any city. We went straight to Masai Mara. Our local guide, Willie, is 1 year younger than me. He grew up as a member of the local Maasai clan. These people have a distinct way of life that is well preserved here in the modern era. I mean, that sword is pretty cool. Leather.
Cow skin.
Cow skin. Whoa.
So this side are made soft so that I can brush my teeth.
As well as amazing knowledge about wildlife. You should totally learn about them. It's fascinating. We had never seen so many animals in our lives, and the fact that they are wild made it much more exciting than, say, going to the zoo. Right here, it's the real deal. It's hunt or be hunted. Everything follows the law of the jungle. Well, technically, Mara is made up of plains, not jungle, but you get the idea. It's the end of August, and one of nature's spectacles is taking place. The migration of wildebeests. Every year, over 1 million of these animals, as well as zebras and antelopes, migrate across the Masai Mara ecosystem and the Serengeti in Tanzania. These were the lucky survivors that made it. They celebrated by feasting in the northern Serengeti and began crossing back to Masai Mara. Willie found something. But our untrained eyes couldn't really locate anything. As we drove closer, I saw it. You'll see why cheetahs are considered the fastest land animals on the planet. Oh, it's got one. We watched them feast, and the vultures were eagerly waiting too. It was a truly magnificent sight which not many tourists in the Mara get to witness. That was a great day, well, except for the wildebeest that was killed and eaten. As we were celebrating, something went wrong. So this is interesting. We had a situation on our hands. We were stopping not far from where the cheetahs were hiding. It wasn't the safest place to get out of the car. The car battery just died.
Okay, I get push. Come on!
Finally, we got the car moving again. And made it safely to our hotel. It gets quite cold at night, so a bit of morning sunbath is something everybody here enjoys. A ranger hopped on for a ride to the checkpoint ahead. So how many rangers are there on Masai Mara, like you?
Almost 500 now, because we have some others in the forest.
These people are the center of my story. They are tasked with protecting wild animals in the Masai Mara National Reserve, especially a magnificent kind of beast, the elephants. It takes about 20 years for them to reach adulthood, but now they're dying by the hour. Over 100,000 elephants have been slaughtered in the past 3 years for their ivory. With the population virtually wiped out in Western Africa, poachers are now turning to countries like Kenya. At this rate of killing, half the elephants in Africa could be gone within a decade. But the Masai Mara National Reserve feels a world away from the crisis outside. We met the zone's CEO, Brian Heath.
2011, 2012, about 140 elephants were poached. Not in the park, but in the areas surrounding the park. Last year, I think it was 8.
This NGO is licensed by the government to manage the area.
When we first came here, there was a lot of insecurity. It was a lot of poaching.
Then they hired rangers, which made a big difference. The reserve's tourism warden, Alfred Bett, explained how rangers work.
They can sit in the office in the morning. They discuss where they can go for patrol, where they think there is a possibility of illegal activities, and then they walk inside the forest.
That's a dangerous job, because all poachers have weapons, and when exposed, they're not hesitant to use them. And that is a difficult battle to fight, because according to a 2016 report, 82% of rangers in Africa have faced life-threatening situations on duty, and about 62% of them had been attacked by poachers in the past. Despite the hardship, they have successfully kept the area poach-free. 50,000 animal wire traps used for poaching have been dismantled. Dogs are equipped at major checkpoints.
Their work is basically to sniff if there is any ammunition, if there is any rifle, if there is any trophy, either the tusk or the rhino horn.
The NGO turned the place into a popular tourist attraction. However, with more and more safari cars roaming the area, the growing challenge is to keep the animals undisturbed. Nevertheless, this is much easier than battling gun-wielding poachers. Bett's contribution has earned him an acknowledgement from China. Tech company Alibaba and NGO Paradise Foundation have jointly set up a fund where they award 50 rangers a year $3,000. Bett is this year's recipient.
China is now playing a very important role. We used to think that China is the best marketplace for our trophies, animal trophies, but now they stopped it.
By banning ivory sales in 2017, China has seen a big turnaround in its role in the global ivory trade. The decision will hopefully diminish the market and discourage poaching. The Masai Mara Reserve is but a small safe haven on the African continent. Protecting the vast elephant population here needs a global political and economic solution. To Mr. Bett, it is a good thing that China is stepping up to be part of that. So that's about all the serious stuff. So how about something lighter now? Even though it was winter in Kenya, the sun was unforgiving at noon. By the end of our grueling shoot, we were very sunburned and tired. Right when we were ready to head back to the hotel, well, you know our car.
Stop.